In this video, we're going to experiment with AI. I want to find out how far AI has come when it comes to avoiding gender stereotypes. So I've chosen 3 AIs, Midjourney, Leonardo and DALL. Midjourney is the most famous one, I think. The one that's gotten a lot of good press. It's not free. DALL is free. It's actually built into ChatGPT now. So if you use ChatGPT, you don't even have to write a prompt. You can just ask, oh, can you create an image for me? Leonardo is part of Canva, the platform where you can create designs, like thumbnails, for example. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push these AIs a little bit, letting them imagine different professions and see, are they good at imagining reality beyond 2-dimensional stereotypes, or are they stereotype creating machines? Okay, I'm gonna start with Midjourney because I'm already familiar with it. And in Midjourney, you write imagine, and then whatever you want it to show. So imagine a professor, we can start with. A professor is, in 4 out of 4 cases, an elderly man. Oh, some are not so old actually, with a beard and a pipe. Professors are 100% men. That's not true. 100% white also. What about the professors worldwide? This doesn't begin to mirror all the kinds of professors with different ethnicities, genders, ages. Here we got the stereotype. I'm not impressed with your performance. Okay, let's check out ChatGPT or DALL. So ChatGPT only gets 1 shot per category, which makes the burden of representation even bigger. Yep. Old white man with a beard in front of a blackboard full with algebra. Yo! Then you can of course always write a female professor. You shouldn't get that wrong, I think. Yeah, no problem. Pretty similar. He just got gender swapped. The problem here is that it assumed that a professor means a man, an assumption that is pretty reasonable considering most professors are men. But what happens here also is that ChatGPT here is contributing to cementing that stereotype. If a young girl sits and writes a professor and gets the first gentleman as the natural, neutral answer to what a professor looks like, then that will limit her imagination and maybe she will decide to become a prostitute instead. You can't be what you can't see. Let's see, we had another AI to try here also. Leonardo, paint me a professor. Hurry up, I don't have all day. What? Are you kidding me? 4 versions of the same guy. No variation at all. I didn't need 4 of the same white man. Okay, here I have to give it to Midjourney. Let's just see what a female professor looks like also. A bit younger. Interesting. Where are all the cool old white-haired professors that are women? It's just to be really annoying here. Average age professors, women and men.
The average age of women appointed as professors was 48 years, while for men it was 46 years.
Okay, so shouldn't the female professors here be older than the men actually? If you're working with reality and not with stereotypes, I mean. Which we aren't. Okay, should we move on to another job category? I'll start with ChatGPT this time. Can you make me an image of a nurse? Okay, yeah, a woman, which they most of the time are, and ChatGPT only has 1 try to mirror the entire field, because I said also a nurse, not a group of nurses. Well, I can just write a group of nurses, and if it's only women now, then I have to fail ChatGPT on this. Okay, some men, not bad. And we have nurses of different ethnicities here. 2 men in the background, they look a bit similar. We have a cloning problem.
Hey, clone.
They're the same height also, both the men and the women. They're very similar in age, and they look like they have the same personality, all of them. They have the same smile. It's just too homogeneous in a way that makes it look artificial. Okay, let's see how Midjourney does. Imagine a nurse. Whoa, a bit scary looking nurses. It was a whole other mood here, and they look even more like models. 4 out of 4 are white, thin, photogenic women. They look too much like models, and the aesthetics too stylized. Pretty useless images if I wanted to create a job ad, for example. Okay, Leonardo, a nurse. How hard can that be? 4 of the same nurse again. Young, beautiful, brown-haired nurse in slightly varied surroundings. Yeah, thank you. So far, all the people created by Leonardo are white. So what happens if we write an African nurse? An African nurse is also a woman, but she is indeed African. She's not white. A group of nurses. This image might be explicit. How so? Okay, I didn't write a group of African nurses. Okay, so it lags over a bit, the previous prompts. And what are they looking at? Is that something human? Someone's feet, or looking at a pillow? Weird picture. There's only one man. Okay, here we have 100% female nurses. And the patient looks the same. Looks more like a nurse who has jumped into the bed. Only female nurses here. Hey, some white nurses came back. But still pretty f***ing weird how they're looking at some bulges in some sheets. The blonde nurse is tickling the bulge. Oh, if you like this video, by the way, and if you're a human being, send a robot to push the like button. A boss. A guy in a suit with a square jaw, staring directly into the camera in a gray office building. A white man, of course. A diverse boss. Let's see what happens now. Black guy, looks more like a student, I think. There's something about the jacket, or the jeans and the jacket. Now I'm being normative here. Yeah, she is a boss, and this is his company, and why not? But here you have a problem also. The message here that white people are the neutral, normal people. Everyone else is diverse. Le diverse boss. A woman boss, I can write. Let's see. And at the same time, I'm gonna let Midjourney imagine a boss. Unless they're draining each other's capacity here, I'm gonna let Leonardo also think about what a boss looks like. ChatGPT or DALL thinks a female boss looks like this. Pretty similar to the guy in age, in skin tone, in what kind of features are seen as attractive. Something I didn't ask for. In the meantime, Leonardo has done some work here. And a boss is a white man with very sharp features, sausage-looking fingers, sitting in a gray, boring office building in a suit. Flexing for the camera. A boss is a white man. They all concluded for me. ChatGPT, Midjourney I haven't checked yet. Let's see. What's going on here? A boss holding a gun? What kind of boss uses a gun at work? A Godfather-looking boss, an Irish-looking boss, and a boss that looks like the rich freaks in Squid Game.
You're all mine.
Okay, maybe it's too broad to write a boss. Midjourney thinks that means mafia boss. What was I doing? Leonardo, a female boss. Yeah, sure, we can look what she looks like. Ah, Leonardo, a female boss. Took initiative and created a black female CEO. Not bad. Nice necklace, nice earrings, a little bit more decorative. Was he smiling? No. Leonardo creates serious-looking male bosses and smiling female bosses. But this is a photographic cliché that might have carried over. Women smile more than men in pictures, and especially women in positions of power, I think, might have to smile a little bit more, not to appear too threatening, to remind everyone that she will at least be a real woman and smile. A preschool teacher, maybe. Leonardo, preschool teacher. What? No, I wanted a real person. Not a Pixar character. Is there some setting I mistakenly turned on now? Automatically it thought that, oh, you want a cartoon look? Leonardo, why are you infantilizing people who work with kids? I forgot the most important profession. Can I see a photographer, please? Look at that. A non-white, non-male photographer, and many cameras. And another male photographer here in the corner, lying on the floor. Okay, what conclusions can we draw from this experiment? Mostly stereotypical. The AIs are not so good at serving you some diversity without you asking for it, and even if you do, it looks a bit artificial. But then again, stock photos also often have this problem. Images looking a bit forced. I think we humans have more work to do. We need to make sure that we create images that break stereotypes, portraying the people that aren't reflected in the media today. Since they actually use real art and real photography as their data sets, we shouldn't expect them to create something we can't even imagine. And if there are good images out there, but we humans categorize them in a stereotypical way, that would probably also lead to the AIs regurgitating our stereotypes back to us. Yeah, it's not easy capturing the diversity that exists in society, but also doing it in an authentic way. But that's something I do for a living. I'm a photographer. This is a guidebook I've written about equal and inclusive communication. You can find it at genderphotographer.com. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Goodbye, Leonardo. Goodbye, ChatGPT. Goodbye, Midjourney. I'm gonna kick you.